Erev Tov, everyone. Good evening. I'm very happy to be here with you this evening. And despite any advertising and marketing that we did at Temple Israel, I assure you and I promise you that all the stories and songs I will be sharing for Tot Tuck-In will be G-rated. And we always begin our special Tot Tuck-In time together with things that we are grateful for. And oh my goodness, what a week. I am so grateful for so many things. And we begin by singing our song. Baruch atah Adonai, thank you, God. Thank you for friends. And thank you for laughter. Thank you for joy. And thank you for my health. Baruch atah Adonai. Thank you, God. What are some of the blessings you're thankful for tonight? You can say them. Thank you for food. I just had a yummy dinner. Did you? And thank you for my house. Oh, we're so blessed. Even if we're staying in our houses a lot lately, we're so grateful. Thank you for my toys. Did I hear that? Oh, yes. And thank you for my books. Oh, I love my books. I've been reading a lot lately, and I have a special book that I'm going to read to you tonight. Baruch atah Adonai, thank you, God. Every time we get together for a little Tot Tuck-In, we like to say our prayers. And the one prayer, that we say every morning and every night is the prayer we say that reminds us that we are all one. That God is one, and that when we look at each other, whether it's our family or friends or people we don't even know, strangers, that we say, we are one. We have much more in common than we do different. So let's get ready to say our very, very special, what's that prayer called? The Shema, that's right. And where is the Shema? It's in the Torah. Oh, I love my Torah, my little stuffed Torah. And I actually have a real Sefer Torah right next to me here under a very precious holy talit, prayer shawl. But this Torah, I'm going to give a hug and we're going to get ready. We're going to prepare ourselves for our Shema prayer as we pretend that our yadayim, our hands, are kohavim, stars in the sky. We sing, Baruch atah Adonai, thank you, God. Oh, wait a second. We just sang that song. No, we're going to sing, Twinkle, twinkle, kohavim, way up in the, that's right, Shamayim. If we say the Shema today, everything will be okay. If we say the Shema tonight, everything will be all right. Let's sing the Shema with our hands too. Ready? Shema Yisrael. That's opening the big Sefer Torah. Adonai Eloheinu, protecting me like a seatbelt. Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord is our God. The Lord is one. That's right. And you know, this special prayer, as I said, comes from the Torah. And this Torah is so precious because it has all of the stories of our ancestors and our history and our rituals. And you know, something very, very special about the Jewish calendar is that, of course, we have a holiday every week, and that's Shabbat. But this coming week, we're going to celebrate another special semi-holy day where we celebrate a new moon, a levana. Can you say that? Levana or yareach. There's two words for moon in Hebrew, yareach. And I have a special book to read you about the moon. And every month we celebrate a new moon called Rosh. What's our Rosh? Our head. Chodesh. And that means a month. The head of the month. And what happens at the head of the month? If you look up at the sky at night, you'll see a tiny sliver of the moon. That's right. Every month in our Jewish tradition, we celebrate a new moon. So I have a very special book. It's called Papa, Please Get the Moon for Me. Oh, my boys loved this book when they were littles. Let's see what happens here. Before Monica went to bed, she looked out of her window and saw the moon. And the moon looked so near. I wish I could play with the moon, thought Monica. And she reached for it. Can we reach for the moon? Can you look outside your window? It's already dark outside here in Columbus. Maybe you can see the moon and the kochavim and the stars. But no matter how much she stretched, she could not touch the moon. Papa, said Monica to her father, please get the moon for me. Wow, that's a big request. So what did her papa do? Oh, I love this part. Papa got a very long ladder. Can you see that? Oh, wow. Do you think it's going to reach up all the way to the Yarech, to the moon? He carried the very long ladder toward a very high mountain. Oh, boy. And on top of the very long mountain, the papa put the very long ladder on top of that mountain. Wow. Okay, so the mountain was a good starting point, but he was supposed to go all the way up to the moon. Who thinks he's going to catch the moon? For Monica, his daughter. And up and up and up he climbed. I see it. Oh, and finally, Papa got to the moon. My daughter Monica would like to play with you, he said. But you are much too big. Wow, he got to that big giant moon. Every night I get a little bit smaller, said the moon. And when I am just the right size, you can take me with you. Wow, what a generous moon. And indeed, the moon got smaller and smaller. And when the moon was just the right size, Papa took it. And what did he do? He went down and down and down. He climbed all the way down. Oh boy. Here, Papa said to Monica, I have the moon for you. What do you think she did? Oh, she jumped and she danced with the moon, and she hugged the moon and threw it up into the air. But the moon kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and finally it disappeared altogether. Then one night, Monica saw a thin sliver of the moon reappear. It must be the celebration of Rosh Chodesh, a new moon. And each night the moon grew and grew and grew Hasof. The end. I just love this book because it reminds me of our Jewish tradition of celebrating the moon cycle. That not only do we have every Shabbat to look forward to, but we have every month, every Chodesh Tov, every good new month to celebrate. And so, my friends, with the moon in the sky and the Kochavim and the stars in the sky, we get ready to take a deep breath and say goodbye to this day and get ready for a very special Shabbat and a very special Rosh Chodesh next week. And maybe you have somebody special. Is it a little teddy bear? Or maybe it's your Torah. Or maybe it's your mom and dad, or grandma and grandpa, or aunt and uncle, or brother or sister, or your kitty cat or your doggy that you want to snuggle with as we say our evening prayers before bed. My favorite is to wish everybody peace as we say our bedtime Hashkivenu, bringing peace and quiet and shalom to our hearts and to our homes. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom Ve'hamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom Ve'hamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Lishalom Ve'hamidenu Shomreinu Lechaim. So good night, don't be afraid, sleep safe in my arms. So baby, we'll be okay, I'll keep you from harm, 'cause I love you and I always will, and you know I'm gonna be true, because now and for always I'll be there with you. Come rain or come shine, through thick or through thin, for better, for worse, I'll be here with you. It's time to go to sleep, sweet child, it's time to rest your eyes. Our day was filled with joy and laughter, and now it's time for slumber. I love you with all my heart and with all my soul. I wish you peace and golden dreams, my love, my light. Good night. So sleep, my child, dream, my child. I'll watch over you. Sleep, my child, best believe, my child, nothing's gonna harm you. So sleep, my child, breathe, my child, I'll watch over you. Sleep, my child, best believe, my child, nothing's gonna harm you. May you feel safe and blessed. May you have love and light. May you have happiness and joy and peace in your heart. We say Chalumot Paz, which means golden dreams. Laila Tov.